My friends with disabilities have taught me well about how they would prefer to be addressed or discussed. I'd say on the whole, that's not something that the general public are aware of.
I like the idea of the people first language, which is you put the person first in the language.
The people first language is really something that we strongly encourage because, as everybody knows, language is very powerful and it kind of frames, you know, how you see that person. And it kind of sets the tone for the conversation.
Definite no-no is the word cripple. I am not crippled. I am not handicapped. I am not lame. I have a disability. I am a person with a disability.
Now, there are certain words that I just absolutely hate. I just cringe. But I've found that most other, you know, like the word crippled, you know, that's kind of like, what?
Even though the word handicap is very widely used, there is a shift from using that as well because of its origins. The word of handicap literally means cap in hand or beggar. It comes from when World War II, when veterans came back and they had disabilities and amputations and they couldn't get jobs. So they begged with caps in their hands, and so that's where handicap comes from. And so when you know better, you kind of do better. So language is very powerful.
In fact, a lot of stuff is being used as slang now, which, you know, is quite frankly appalling to me.
What concerns me a lot is media in terms of the emotionality that they put into their stories. I guess that works, but the whole afflicted with, every time I hear afflicted with or suffers with CP, I live with CP. I thrive with CP. I don't suffer with it at all. And so it's very disconcerting to hear that, and I hope that that changes in the media at some point.
It definitely has improved in recent years, but some parts of just everyday language are going to have to change, and that takes time, just like any kind of language. We no longer say thee and thou, and you know, that was quite common hundreds of years ago, but eventually our speech will evolve.
Treat me like you would treat anybody else. Talk to me the way you would talk to anybody else. But most important, listen to me like you would listen to anyone else.